Hey, it's 99.1 KGGI. My name's Grease, and this is First Listen, a place where local artists can show their music and their story. And today I got Savvy Sosa with me. What's good?
What's going on, Brooke? Long time no see.
I know. I haven't seen you in a minute. I think the last time I seen you, it was a while ago.
It was probably here.
Here?
It was probably here, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like every time you come by the station, I'm never here. What's the deal with that?
I don't know. You don't work enough. That's what it is.
So let's let everyone get to know you a little bit. How would you describe your sound?
I put it right under like urban pop-ish. You know what I mean? I like the commercial sound and the universal sound of things, but I'm also very, in touch with the street market, or so I like to mix it all up and make it very for the masses, but for where I still come from, involved in it. So I like to classify it as urban pop.
Yeah, no, of course, that's great. Like, you want it to be universal, which is such a great way to go.
Right.
Yeah. Also, let's talk about the name. Where does Savvy Sosa come from?
Savvy Sosa is such an old name. I got it from one of my friends. It's funny because we started a group like a long time ago, and it was a Sav association, and we were just spitting out names, and I don't know what, I was like, oh man, I'm the only one here that makes hits. It was like kind of, we were snapping at each other. So I'm like, I'm the only one here that makes hits. Y'all suck. I'm Savvy Sosa, man. I'm making home run hitters. And the other homie was like, oh, I'm Ken Stiffy Jr. And the other one was like, I'm Dark McFire. And it was funny, but because everyone else had names, it's like that's kind of the name that stuck with me, and I always liked it. Like I felt like I earned that name. So it's like even as I get older, it's kind of like the audio push situation. It's like, okay, yeah, as you're getting older, do you want to ditch price tag and octane? It's like, no, man, I earned this name. You know what I mean? It's Savvy Sosa. That's what it is. Pomona's own. That's me.
Let's talk about Pomona for a minute, because that is really big and present, I feel like, in your music and in your name and in your brand. Why is that so close to you?
Because we haven't had a presence in it, I feel, since Sugar Free. And I feel like, with most cities like Compton or Long Beach or the Bay, the best part about those places is that new artists come up and older artists support them, so that you can get the new generation of the music that they're influenced by. See, for me, I don't feel like Pomona's had another one, since, you have Big Hush, Cocaine, Above the Law, Sugar Free, but there hasn't really been a younger person. And for me, I actually sat down and had a conversation with, the older cats in my city, and I was like, yo, I want to be Pomona, but I want to be able to appeal to people. And man, they were like, thank God somebody gets it, you know what I mean? Because it's like, it's always like, it's repetitive and the same old music over and over coming out of the city, and it's like, come on, man, we're so talented. Pomona is so talented. So is Long Beach, and so is Compton, and so are all these cities, but it's like, I don't feel like Pomona showcases enough of it. Yep. So I like to do things and make sure everyone's like, yo, you hear that dope music right there? That oh my God, that's crazy. Pomona. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
So, let's talk about when you decided to make music. How old were you? What drew you in? What artists did you listen to? Or, who were your inspirations that was like, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to work for? Because when you really decide to dive in and do music and work in the entertainment business, it's really scary, and it's really hard to put yourself out there and like go for it.
Yeah, it's a lot of struggle, that's for sure. But for me, see, I always like to do music, and music was always a cool thing for me. And I tell this story all the time, and I told this story in the mixer meeting that we had like 4 months ago. 99.1 was the reason that I decided to take music serious, and there was a DJ here, and his name was Mr. Swift, and I love that man to death, and I still talk to him today. And he played my record at 7 o'clock in the morning, when I was 21, and when I heard it on the radio, I was like, oh my God, this is attainable. This is not just a dream. This is something that there's people I know who make amazing music who will never be on the radio, and it's like, I've done that, and I've done it repeatedly, and it's like, I've done it independently, and I've done it with a backer, and I've done it in all different types of ways. I've been on a lot of radio stations, and I'm still, working and still getting better. So it's actually, the influences are, always there. I grew up, DMX is like the first rapper I listened to, and I still love that, love that dude, Flesh on My Flesh. I mean, Slippin' is one of the greatest songs to me, but this station, which is why I love that Freddie reached out, and me and Freddie go back. And Freddie Fresco's my dude, I'm glad he reached out to me and brought me back. Like I'm saying, 99.1 is like the home for me because, Van and Swift and these guys were around when I first started, and even though they're not around anymore, Seth too, Rush, man, all my homies, man, I miss those dudes. I used to go kick it at their house, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm very happy to come back and to continue to grow and to continue to see them grow, because it's like that's people don't understand. This business is a lot of ups and downs and pitfalls, and it's like, but the best part is to go through the struggle and come back and be like, man, I remember when you were this and you did this. I remember when you were on tour with Royalty. It's like, now you're doing like, man, that's crazy. Shout out to Royalty, that's my business.
So let's talk about collaborations you've done in the past, and then let's talk about the music that you're working on right now, currently at the moment.
Well, the stuff I've done in the past, I've worked with Joe Moses, Ty Dolla $ign, Taya Third, Beach Boy, all types of producers, D-Nice, who made Faded, me and Fingers, which is the reason I, was on 99.1 for as long as I was, and I really appreciate that, because man, Fingers is a monster, C-balling, man. All these people that I've looked up to, like especially like Tay. Tay was a good one because me and him made it on Power, and freaking I looked up to that dude, and freaking we ended up becoming friends. Beach Boy too. In fact, Beach Boy came up to me one night, we performed together at Echo, and I remember this because he came up to me and he was like, dude, like your stuff is tight, and I was like, bro, I know who you are, and I was like, and you're dope.
Wow.
And I love that. Like that's another thing about the music is that you end up becoming friends with the people you're fans of and doing music. So, and then right now I'm working with like me and Clayton William got one in the works. I got one with me and we got another one, me and Fingers, so we're working on that. And so me and C-Ballin got one right now that's actually getting played in Palm Springs. So that's, it's a little more ratchet. It's not as urban poppy as
Let's talk about Like I Mean It.
Okay.
The video, cause what up, Knick Knack? Knick Knack had a cameo in the video. So where did the idea for the video evolve? And where does the whole concept and idea come from? And shouts to Knick Knack, our very own Knick Knack.
Yeah.
The video made a little cameo. I think he was doing like a little, I don't know, P. Diddy like the Brooklyn, what is it? The Harlem Shake. The Harlem Shake, like.
See, me and Knick Knack have gone back for a long time. That's my dude, and he showed love, and I really appreciate that, and we loved having him in it. And we worked with some dudes from the Bay, and they're actually really blowing up right now. The Red Wall Studio cats. I mean, they're behind the Raven Justice videos, the MIC videos. Okay. Like they're like a staple in the Bay, and so we had them come out, and we just really thought of a very California summertime feel, video. And I love that video. I love that video and that song because it's the first one I could like show to my mother and be like, yo, mom, come here, like check this out. You know what I mean? It's actually like a very. It's a very good record for a lot of people. We went on a high school tour for it, and that was cool because it's like I don't know how comfortable I'd feel doing a lot of my other songs at high school.
Well, it's got that mass appeal that you were talking about, where it's your mom can listen to it and your friends, younger sister can listen to it, and you're not like, oh.
Yeah, but I love that. I love Like I Mean It video. I love pushing the little Mercedes,
All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and put you in the hot seat. We're gonna see how many questions you could just answer rapidly off the top of your head, all right?
Alrighty.
And what's the last movie you saw?
King Kong. Wait, no, not King Kong, Godzilla.
I was like, King Kong, that came out like 8 years ago. Mexican food. No, just kidding. I was gonna say, what's your favorite food? Mine's Mexican food, sorry.
Okay.
This interview's all about me, so.
There we go.
No, what's your favorite food?
Pasta.
What are the two things you look for in the opposite sex?
Boobies and booty.
The two B's, apparently. What's one thing you can't leave the house without?
Keys.
Who do you love more, your mom or dad?
Mom.
Oh, dang. Oh, wait, so I don't want to go there. I feel like it's going to be some, like, sad story.
No, I mean, my mom and my dad have been married for 30 years.
Oh,
they're still together.
That's awesome. Can we do a little round of applause for mom and
They're
dad?
still together. Yeah, they're still together.
I'm just kidding. Who's your favorite artist?
I'm Sue right now.
And why?
He's just so consistent. He's tight and slept on. I love the fact that people just don't understand how dope he is. Cause like Drake is obviously the best artist out, obviously. Even if you're not a fan, cause I'm not really a Drake fan, but he is the best artist out, most consistent, makes the dopest songs, and makes the most they get stuck in your head, like lyrically genius. But I like that I Am Sue still has so much potential. You know what I'm saying? Sue is hard. If you listen to his music, which I suggest you do, he's tight. My favorite right now.
And one last question. Who's your favorite on-air personality at 99.1 KGGI?
All of them.
Now, why don't you go ahead and let everybody know where they can follow you, learn more about you, grab your music, all that fun stuff.
All right, Pomona's on Savvy Sosa. If it ain't got Pomona, it ain't Savvy Sosa. There's a lot of Savvies, there's a lot of Sosas, but I'm the only Pomona's on Savvy Sosa, and that's all me. So anything SAVVY SOSSA, that's all Twitter, Instagram, everything, YouTube, everything, Spotify, everything, MySpace, Tumblr, Foursquare, you know what I'm saying? Like, we out here, you know what I'm saying? Pomona's own Savvy Sosa. SAVVYSOSSA. I have close friends that will always misspell my name. So just remember there's 2 V's and 2 S's.
This is 99.1 KGGI. My name's Bagrees. This is Savvy Sosa, and this has been First Listen. So thank you.